Hello everyone, my name is Karista Aprilia, and today I will present the result of my virtual internship project at Rakamin for Kimia Pharma Big Data Analytics. This project is titled Kimia Pharma Performs Dashboard. Okay, let me introduce myself briefly. I am a Bachelor of Mathematics graduate from Jenderal Sudirman University. During my study, I was involved in several organizational activities where I learned communication, teamwork, and also time management. I also complete an internship at BPJS Kesehatan as a service officer where I learned customer communication and efficient information delivery. Okay, the first one about company introduction. Kimia Pharma in 1817, Kimia Pharma was established by the Dutch East Indies government as the first pharmaceutical company under the name NV, Chemicals Handler and Cup and Co. And then in 1958, government of the Republic of Indonesia merged several pharmaceutical companies into PNF or PNF, Perusahaan Negara Farmasi Bhinneka Kimia Pharma. And then in 1971, PNF or PNF was changed to a limited liability company or perseroan terbatas, and the company was renamed Kimia Pharma. Okay, Kimia Pharma has a vision to becoming the main choice of integrated healthcare company and generates with stable value. About the mission, Kimia Pharma has two missions. The first one is conducting business activity in the essential and pharmaceutical industry, trading and distribution network, retail pharmacy, healthcare service, and asset optimization. And the second mission is managing the company with good corporate governance and operational excellence, supported by professional human resource or HR. Okay, next is about the project description. Kimia Pharma is one of the largest pharmaceutical company in Indonesia. Kimia Pharma is a major player healthcare industry operating in the fields of pharmaceutical manufacturing and then distribution and retail. So because of its distribution scale and customer reach, it is so important for the company to perform data-driven analysis to maintain quality and improve performance. About the data set and objective, the data set we use in this project consists of transaction, branch and regional data, province, and then customer rating, and then product. And about the main objective of this analysis is analyze annual sales rates, identify top performing profits based on total transaction and net profits, and then determine the top 5 highest rates batch, visualize profit distribution across profits, and the last one is extract actionable insight to optimize business strategy. You can see my projects with GitHub and project explanation here. Okay, the first step is to importing dataset to BigQuery. We create a dataset called Kimia Pharma and upload the 4 table that will be used in our analysis. Okay, the first step we click create table, and then there will be an information box over there. We can select the dataset file and give the dataset name and turn on the auto schema in information box. After that, we click create table. Okay, the next one is data preparation. So before we process the data, we perform data checking and validation. At this stage, we review each table so we can understand the column structure and then check for missing or duplicate value. And the last one is to ensure that the data is complete and ready for analysis. This step is so important to make sure our data set is reliable. So the first query is how to check its data, and the second query is about to check and clean the data. Okay, after we check the data, we can create an analyze table to combine all of the data set into a single structure. You can see at the screen there is a query that I use. Okay, so the purpose of this query is to simplify the calculation process and make the data easier to analyze. This query retrieves data from several key tables, which is KF final transaction, KF product, KF inventory, and KF kantor cabang. Okay, the first query selects the required column from its dataset. You can see the for one is from the final transaction, and then KC is for kantor cabang, and then the P is for the product, and E is for the inventory. Okay, the second query creates additional column needs for business calculations. You can see at the screen we have discount amount, net sales, percentage gross labor, and net profit. In this query, we also use case. Case is used to assign different profit margin automatically based on the product price range. This follow the business rule where higher price products, higher margins. You can see at the second and third query for the case. Okay. And the final query, we use join logic based on primary key. The table are joined using the primary key to ensure that each record is matched correctly. We use a primary key such as product ID and branch ID. The product ID is used to join transaction data with product detail. The second product ID also used to join transaction data with inventory data. And the third and the branch ID is used to join transaction data with branch detail. So this make each transaction row complete with product, branch, rating information, and then pricing, and etc. And then this is the result in a complete and clean analyzed table. You can see at the screen we have a lot of columns such as transaction ID, date, customer name, branch ID, branch name, and etc. Okay, the next one is about EDA query. EDA query, we built this before building the dashboard. We use EDA or exploratory data analysis to understand the patterns and behavior of the data. The purpose of EDA is to explore distribution of revenue and profits, and then compare brands and regions, check transaction trends, identify important business variables. And you can see at the screens, here's the query used for the EDA or exploratory data analysis. Okay, the next one is the dashboard. Okay, after we analyze table was ready, we build the dashboard using Looker Studio. And you can see at the screen, this is the final Kimia Pharma performance dashboard. You can see there is a lot of charts. There is annual revenue comparison, most profitable city, and top 5 product, profit contribution, top 5 province, top 5 brands. And also we have KPI, and I will explain about the insights. Okay, from the KPI, we can see the overall business perform from 2020 to 2023, such as total sales, total profit, total transaction, total customer, and average brand rating. This KPI represent the high-level business performance. Okay, next we go to trend charts. We can see that and analyze how revenue changed over the time from 2020 until 2023, and we can see from the charts the sales trend is likely going down in 2023. Okay, next is about the geomap. Here, okay, we can see the profit distributions across Indonesia based on province. We found that West Java or Jawa Barat contribute the highest sales and profits. You can see the Blue one is West Java or Jawa Barat. The company profits relies heavily on Jawa Barat. You can see that in the screen. And we also export top 5 province, top 5 products, top 5 brands, and product category contribution. Okay, about business implication and opportunity, there is 4 that I will give. The first one is high performing regions such as West Java should be priorities. The second one is branch with good rating but low transaction have growth potential. The third one is product categories with highest contribution can be optimized. And the last one is low contribution product may require pricing, inventory, or marketing review. This dashboard enable data-driven decision making and help identify business opportunity clearly. Okay, this is all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and I apologize if there are any mistake from me. Thank you and bye-bye.